At one point of a time, giving software as a service as an offering to the customers used to be a big task. Company used to take months and years to create those products, and industry average was 10 lines of code per day per person. But today, with all this AI interruption or disruption coming in, that average has moved from 10 to 10,000 codes of line per day per person, and even more. Now, what it means for the company, you might be seeing that all the companies, those had or those have their economies based upon SaaS, they are under tremendous pressure because the tools are getting produced, or the AI is producing the products very, very fast at a much cheaper rate. Now they are under tremendous pressure, and they are taking lots of steps to be relevant, to revive themselves. Now, if you look at this whole story and look at yourself as a professional, what you can do to remain relevant during AI SaaS disruption area. So I have tried to decode it, and in 6 7 steps for all of you. And let's go and deep dive one by one and just see that how what you can do, and how you can be your best. Okay. And please, first of all, before even I start talking about the point number one, let's understand that this disruption, please don't consider this as a job loss situation, please. Okay. Now what is happening is about more about the value compression. So AI has made software cheaper to build, faster to copy, and easier to replace. And this means it's not only a challenge for the company, it's for also your skill set. So let's say what practical steps you can have, not with a fear mindset, but from evolution mindset. Clear, everyone? So please type in evolution in the comment section if you got this point. Okay. So let's go ahead with this. So the point number one that I would like you to focus on is that stop trying stop tying your value to the tools or the products. I know this tool, I know this product, I am an expert in this area. So now with AI, as we discussed already, that it has reduced the cost of building and maintaining software drastically. So what earlier required big large engineering teams can now be done with like individual or far fewer people. Now what it means to you as a professional, if your relevance is only tied to a specific SaaS tool, a framework, or a code base, you are vulnerable. Okay. So for you, the immediate action that you take is that you position yourself not as a person who knows this tool or framework or the code base. You position yourself who understand the business context of that tool or framework, who understand the whole decision making process in that, who understand the trade-offs. Okay. Who doesn't only understand the implementation but also understand the impact of it, because tools will change. Okay. But and tools can come and go with all this evolution or disruption. Your ability to take the right decision, understand the business context, understand the decision making will not be vulnerable. Okay. If you have that in you. Okay. I hope this point is clear. Now let's move to point number two, which is that you move away from just an execution role to integration role. Now what does it mean? See, AI can generate code, it can automate the workflows, even it can deploy systems also that we are seeing. But what it cannot easily replace is the deep integration into enterprise workflows. Already companies are running with a big enterprise solutions, they cannot just do away with that just like that, but there would be some deep integration required in between. So that is where you need to take some action. So what you can do according to me, so you need to develop your skills around first how system connect across teams. Okay. How data flows across departments, how decisions affects all the stakeholders, customer, compliance, revenue. You got this point? If you as a professional, if you understand how things fit together and how this data or information decision flows across department, across teams, you will last or you will outlast those who just build pieces. So focus on integration, not only on execution. That's number two. Number three for you is that you need to strengthen your distribution, your trust, and your communication. What do I mean by this? uh, See, software may be very easy now to build. Okay. But your trust and distribution are not. Distribution in the sense your network. Okay. In a way, so you need to work deliberately on first your clear articulation of your thinking. Whatever you're thinking, you need to just structure and say the same thing in a very effective manner. Second one is your distribution in terms of how you are connected with all the stakeholders of the company, your executive presence. Okay. And one more point here is that how good you are with respect to explaining the complexity in simple terms. So in this whole AI heavy world that we are living in or going to live in, people who can explain better, who can simplify the things, who can align properly all the variables, they will be weighted more than average people. Okay, that's number three. Number four, very interesting. This is that is there going to be pricing pressure all around? Absolutely, yes. Because as I said before, whatever the company used to charge to make solutions, now AI is making it so cheap. Okay, it's almost at the negligible cost. They're able to make the same solutions. It means that all the companies, your employers, they are going to face tighter margins, slower hiring, and a lot of expectations from you. Okay, so understand from their point of view is that, so now you need to think and ask yourself regularly, how do I help my company save time, cost, or risk? Rather than them telling about the AI tool, you bring AI tools to do your job. Are you getting this? Rather than thinking only from your perspective, think that how your company will save time, how they will cut cost, how they can really get rid of all the risks they are going to face. How do I multiply my output, not just deliver task? How do I reduce friction for others? Okay, so professionals who protect uh, the company's margin, pro- professionals who are able to think from the company's point of view, they are really indispensable in a way. Okay, make sense, everyone? It's a deep point. Now, the number five is that you know to shift your focus from sales-led thinking to value-led thinking. By the way, it is not only for salespeople; it is for all the people, tech, non-tech, sales, everyone. So in the old SaaS world that we lived in, it it rewarded people who can expand, who can increase the budget, right? AI is forcing a reset here by bringing the cost down drastically. So here, a biggest shift is needed in your mindset. So you need to just think from that, whatever you are doing, what is the long term usefulness? If after 3 months you know that this can be replaced because your work is kind of a repeated thing and anything can replace it later on, so just think from the long term perspective. Think from your real customer outcomes perspective. So whether you are technical or non technical, you just think from the value perspective for your client. Got this? If suppose your client is not aware of some cheaper version, and if same cheaper in the sense with respect to the pricing, and you are charging, you'd be aware that he or she will get to know sooner or later. So think from the value perspective, not only from the sales perspective. Okay, keep this mindset. Next one, number six is that, as I said before, also don't think from the point of view of the job loss, think from the point of view of the value creation. Learn AI as a collaborator, not as a threat. So AI is not replacing professionals. AI is bringing efficiency. Okay. So use AI that how you think that how AI can do your job. You think rather than company thinking about it. Okay. How you can automate your routine task, how you can speed up your research and the draft and content creation, whatever, right? Or how you can improve your decision making using AI tool. So there are few focus areas I would say where your human energy should go is the context, ethics part of it, judgment part of it, leadership part of it, research, drafting, automation, all that AI can do. But these four elements, your context, ethics, leadership, and judgment, this you will do as a human. They are where the human energy should go. Okay. And now let's go to the last point, which is number seven, which is about building a reputation. So don't just build your resume, build reputation. What does it mean? So see, all these software giants, when they are losing the charm because of all this price war of AI, your personal credibility means a lot. So be more reliable to the company, have very clear thinking, uh, learn how to remain calm when there's a lot of pressure, a lot of chaos, because companies are going through very difficult time in this world. How you can connect all the dots. So when your market is so volatile and it's going to remain so for some time, your reputation travel faster than your CV. Okay, so remember this point that AI is making software cheaper, faster, and easier to build. So your job is to make your value harder to replace. Implement all these seven skill set that we talked about, and rule the whole game. Okay, all the very best to you.